This is a sole communication between Menglong and UN transmission. Chen Duling persecution. Many sharp-eyed fans have noticed that although some entertainers rumored to have been sacrificed have reappeared on screen, the bone structure and behavior of these people differ greatly from before. UN also felt very puzzled, especially regarding Dilraba and Chen Duling, who recently look quite different from their actual selves on screen. So, in the form of an interview, UN specifically asked you about the circumstances of these entertainers. You've mentioned that some entertainers have already died in satanic cult sacrifices, yet these deceased entertainers still appear on screen. How is this happening? Menglong. At present, although the CCP's technology cannot yet directly clone humans, it can find body doubles who resemble the entertainers and have them undergo plastic surgery, including ears and small moles. Then use AI face swapping and voice changing, or have them wear silicone rubber masks to make them even more like the actual entertainers. However, when these doubles appear on live streams, even though they look very much like the real person, fans can still spot certain giveaways. Habitual gestures of the entertainer, the telltale stretching of the mask, or the hairline and length of the neck. These are problems that modern technology cannot overcome. For a period of time, you kept urging spiritual mediums to pay attention to Chen Duling. Why was that? Menglong. When I had just died, I was very anxious at heart, because my former colleague Chen Duling was in danger. Some have said that she was my girlfriend or that we had a romantic involvement, but that is not so. We were only colleagues. Yet I was particularly worried about her, because in the middle of 2025, I discovered that her body double had appeared. When an entertainer's body double appears, it means that the entertainer's life is genuinely in danger. Therefore, after my death, I kept pleading with spiritual mediums for help, hoping to rescue Chen Duling. But later, in January of this year, 2026, she still died from hemorrhaging during an induced abortion. I pleaded with the Creator to help save her soul. The Creator dispatched beings of the dragon race to follow me in searching for Chen Duling's soul. The dragons were extremely efficient and quickly found her in the basement of a hospital affiliated with the military. Together with many souls who had died from having their organs harvested for transplant, the dragons and I brought Chen Duling and those innocent deceased lives to a safe place to settle them. And with their consent, we performed the 3 withdrawals. For them withdrawing from the Communist Party, the Communist Youth League, and the Young Pioneers. Because if I did not help them complete the 3 withdrawals, these vengeful souls would, under Satan's control, be demonized into monsters. Beyond being forever unable to be delivered from the cycle of rebirth, they would also be controlled by the CCP's evil specter and made to commit wicked acts, generating enormous karma. If we do not help them perform the 3 withdrawals, the final outcome will be this: when all lives, including gods, humans, and countless good lives have entered the new universe. These soul bodies that commit evil will be destroyed by the Creator and the great gods, along with the evil forces of the old universe. Throughout this entire process, Chen Duling was weeping. She felt deep injustice and grievance over what had happened to her. In recent years, she had been imprisoned in the hospital, repeatedly enduring the suffering of pregnancy and induced abortion. The source of the semen was a certain high-ranking CCP official. Before her pregnancies had reached full term, only around 7 or 8 months, she was subjected to induced labor by hospital staff, and the infants were used as donors for extracting organ tissue fluids and for kidney transplants. In order to prolong the life of that high-ranking CCP figure, the sperm provider, in the hospital. Many beautiful young women were confined together, tied to beds, subjected to the cruel fate of in vitro fertilization and induced abortion. Many women, unable to bear the suffering or contracting infections during forced induced labor, died. Chen Duling said that in January of 2026, she hemorrhaged heavily during an induced abortion. But at the very moment when she had only her last breath left, the hospital did not render aid. Instead, they transplanted her organs to buyers who had been waiting in line. In other words, while she was tied down in the hospital, The medical staff had, against their conscience, drawn her blood and matched it with organ buyers in advance. Besides Chen Duling, many female entertainers have died under similar circumstances. After their organs were removed, hospital staff, taking advantage of the body still being warm, immediately rushed them at the greatest possible speed to the satanic cult's sacrificial site. Their red threads were wrapped around their heads, cloth bags were pulled over them, and without so much as suturing their wounds. They were hoisted onto the altar bloody, dressed in nothing but their blood-soaked clothes. Only then did I see that Chen Duling was clothed in blood, her face and body covered with gore, and my heart ached terribly. At that very moment, a group of women of the dragon race brought many garments and changed the souls who had already completed the 3 withdrawals into clean, soft clothing. They also brought out Dragon Spring holy water to wash away the filth from them. Dragon Spring holy water is what the dragons use to heal souls. Then the manifestation of the Creator appeared, offering these wrongfully dead souls the opportunity to choose. I thought everyone would want to enter reincarnation. The Creator's manifestation told them that this could be arranged for them. To my surprise, all of them answered with one voice. They wanted to witness with their own eyes the disintegration of the evil CCP regime before entering the process of reincarnation. Chen Duling's soul had by then recovered the radiant appearance she had in life. She said that anyone who has appeared in live streams or on screen since October 2025 is a body double wearing a silicone rubber mask. None of them is the real person. Because she, like several other entertainers whose recent appearances have been full of suspicious points, is no longer of this world in transmissions note. The Weibo accounts of mainland entertainment artists are basically all controlled by the CCP's secret tagent management. The artists themselves don't even have the account passwords for their own Weibo. Therefore, just because an artist's Weibo is still being updated does not mean that person is actually still alive. If it's just a matter of posting a Weibo photo, a quick AI generation is easy enough, and, besides, before sacrificial offerings or live organ harvesting, the mainland entertainment industry has already arranged body doubles for the artists, sometimes even more than one. Previously, many bloggers paying attention to Menglong's case have made videos about Chen Duling's body doubles. Lemon, worried that the online evidence might be made to disappear, has specially collected some on Ganging World. Please click here to view. Why is it that they seek out female stars from the mainland entertainment industry to serve as surrogates? Because mainland female stars are very easily noticed by high-ranking CCP officials and become victims of this group of people. They already have secret agents around them keeping strict watch and are more beautiful and easier to control than ordinary people. Menglong Xiao Lion's experience of persecution involves information about surrogate motherhood and the infant organ black industry chain. Everyone is welcome to read this in-depth report from the Epoch Times. Please like, share, and comment on our video. Follow UN Transmission on Gangjing World to read more articles.